Okay, good morning, depending on what time it is in your own area. So, this morning I want to take you on something very, very important. I call it the missing piece to freelance success because a lot of people jump in, to getting started on their freelance journey without getting certain things right from the get go. So, today's training topic is titled Get It Right from the Get Go. Okay? And of course, yours truly is presenting Benga. Okay, so today I'm taking you on something very, very interesting. It's called the seven affirmations of freelance success. Let me take that again. The seven affirmations of freelance success. Excuse me. Now, what are affirmations? Affirmations are positive statements, positive commitment, positive utterances that we commit to, that we say out loud until we believe them and begin to see them manifest. Okay. So for affirmations, there are three stages. First of all, you say them out loud. Second of all, let's say first of all, you believe them. So you mentally look at that affirmation and believe it. So when you're able to believe it, the next thing you do is say it out loud. Once you're able to say it out loud, then the next thing is you begin to see it manifest physically in your daily life. So today we have seven of those affirmations to freelance success. And I wanted to share with you. These are the affirmations that I kept saying to myself that led to the level of success that I have today on platforms like Fiverr and particularly Upwork. So if you commit to these affirmations, if you do exactly what I tell you in this module, then you are on your way to success. Okay. So let's take the very first affirmation. It says, I make money online legitimately. Now, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you say to yourself is, I make money online legitimately. When you set for work or you during the day, you say to yourself again, I make money online legitimately. In fact, what I advise is that you should type out these seven affirmations, print it out nicely, and place it at different parts of put it in your living room, put it in your bedroom, put it in your toilet, put it in the kitchen area. I'm serious. Do that so that you don't forget. So every time you're moving around and you spot it, in fact, tag it to a part of your TV set or something. Put it on the top part of your laptop, okay? So that is the first thing you see before you flip over the laptop, okay? So write it out, in a sticker note, something nice that you can stick to the wall or something, and say it to yourself every time you see it. The amazing thing is that in no long time from now, you begin to see everything written here manifesting physically in your life. These are not conjectures, these are not guesswork, it's something I've done, I've seen happen to me. Many of the things that I have now, I called them forth by affirmations. Okay, let's go. So, the first thing you tell yourself is, I make money online legitimately. Why is this important? Why is it important that you say this to yourself? A lot of people, especially in Nigeria, believe that anyone with a laptop and internet access who is a young person is a Yahoo boy, or a scammer or something. People don't believe that you can make money. Most people don't believe that you can make money online the right way or legitimately. Feel that anyone with a laptop that is young is doing one illegitimate thing or the other. But you know better, right? That is why you signed up for this program. So you need to believe it, say it out loud that I make money online legitimately. Yes, there are people that are making money illegitimately, but I know a whole lot of people that are online every day making money the right way. In fact, yours truly is one of them. All the monies In fact, 95 or 99%, well, let's just say 95, 95% of the money I've ever made date came from online. And I had to do it. I got those monies legitimately. If I can do it, you can. So let's go to the second affirmation. It says, I learn the rules of the game before jumping in. I learn the rules of the game before jumping in. Now, uh, I learn the rules of the game before jumping in. What this means is that everything in life has rules. Okay, if when you were preparing for your work, there are rules to success for work. When you started to prepare for jam, it's a different set of rules for success. Okay, when you started preparing for your post jam, it's a different kind of rules for success. When you entered into the university, for every semester, for every year, for every session, it's a different set of rules for success. Okay, in marriage, it's a different, the rules for success for a boyfriend and girlfriend is different from the rules of success for those who are married. Okay, so everything in life has rules. Now, this affirmation is saying, you're saying to yourself that I learned the rules of the game before jumping in. What that means is that you are not going to go deep into your freelance success journey until you learn the rules of the game. And since our main platform is Upwork, you need to learn the rules of the game for Upwork. Now, Upwork has something called their terms of service or policy or whatever. Every serious minded company has something called their terms of service. Okay, so Upwork has the same kind of policy, and a lot of people, a lot of the students that have helped to set up their account come back after a few months saying that their account got suspended, their account got terminated, they this and that of the reason why that happens. Some of it is not their fault, but in most cases, it's because they broke one or two rules of engagement of Upwork, and Upwork had to, give them the hammer. Okay, so without much ado, if you want, not if, I want you to go to upwork.com/legal. Let me take that again. Upwork, you know the spelling of Upwork, right? Upwork.com/legal legal. If you go to this page, you will see somewhere on the right hand side where it says download. So you see the terms of service, download it, read everything. I think it will come to you like in PDF format. Read through everything from beginning to end. You know how why this is very important for us here in Nigeria is that we don't read manuals. We don't read owner's manuals. When was the last time you read the manual for your fan or your fridge or your TV set? Okay, we don't read manuals or for your laptop. We believe that we just jump. Anything we buy, we just jump in, try and error. Even for your phone, when was the last time you read the manual for your phone? Okay, so it's serious. That's why I brought it up here. I learned the rules of the game before jumping in. In case you couldn't catch you typing in the this website and you can't find it, just don't worry. Come back to the Telegram group and ask. I'll probably even drop it there. But if I don't, come to the Telegram group and ask that, sir, please, I need the link to download the Upwork policy or the Upwork terms of service. I would immediately send it to you there, okay? So let's go to the third rule. The third affirmation says, I seek help from those more experienced and ahead of me. Again, I seek help from those more experienced and ahead of me. Now, your success journey on Upwork and even Fiverr later on is going to depend on the kind of people you surround yourself with, the kind of people you listen to, okay? So, if you are the proud type that feels that you know all things, and a lot of young people fall into this category, you are going to go through a longer route to success. Okay, take this quick story from the good book, where Moses was leading the children of Israel from Egypt to the promised land. Now, the account says that the journey was supposed to be 40 days. 40 days from Egypt, and they'll be in the promised land. But because of their unbelief, because of negative affirmations, because of not following instructions, not listening to someone more experienced and ahead of them. They ended up spending 40 years. In fact, because of their unbelief, they, they all perished in the wilderness. Only two people made it to the promised land. Those were the ones that followed the affirmations, followed the instructions. Is that gory? That is how it is with Upwork. Don't come back saying, I'm not succeeding on Upwork. I'm not. If you are not following, seeking help from those more experienced and ahead of you, what do I expect you to do with this third affirmation? Say it out loud every morning, and then it reminds you to reach out to me every time you hit a roadblock on your Upwork journey. And not just me, okay? Go on YouTube and every question you have, type it in and watch videos. Watch videos, go for webinars, even pay for some what's it called? Some courses to grow and build yourself, okay? And listen to people that are more experienced and ahead of you. Think that is clear enough. I seek help from those more experienced and ahead of me. This is one of the secrets to success on the Upwork platform. You need to listen to people more experienced and ahead of you, and not just listen to them. Put to practice what they tell you, okay? Yeah, so let's go to number four. Number four affirmation says, I am passionate, I am positive, I am patient. Now, this is very important. Now, I am passionate. What is passion? Passion is this drive that makes you keep going no matter the obstacle. It's this drive that makes you want to achieve something irrespective of all the obstacles stacked up against you. Let me use a story, or let me use an illustration to define passion. Now let's assume that at the Aso Villa yesterday, let's say on Monday, let's say on Sunday by 7 p.m., Buhari came on, the President Buhari came on the TV set and announced that it's 7 p.m. now on Sunday. So by 4 a.m. Monday morning, any young person between the age 25 and 35 who can make it to the Villa Gate will be let in, and I personally will be giving them 1 million naira each. Now look at that. It's 7 p.m. on Sunday. Any young person between the age 25 and 35 who can make it to the Villa Gate will be let in, and I'll personally give them a check of 1 million naira each. Now, what do you think will happen? Before he's even done with the speech, by 7:30, some of the youths are already there. By 8 p.m., a lot more youths, you see them in their thousands already there. By 9 p.m., much more people will be there. By 12 midnight, they will keep coming, and I can almost assure you that almost every young person who falls within that age range will be there before 4 a.m. And guess what? I'm talking about youths who are far away in Lagos. I'm talking about those far away in Port Harcourt. I'm even talking about youth that are in Ghana, Nigerian youth in Ghana who hear this, or Benin Republic and all that. They will find a way. They will not say, "Oh, I'm in Ghana. I'm in Benin Republic. How can I come from another country and still meet the 4 a.m. deadline?" The funny thing is that they will not give themselves excuses. They would make themselves available to pick up the 1 million check. Now that's the definition of. If you apply that same passion to pick up the 1 million from Buhari into this Upwork business, you will succeed. That's just the truth. Because every obstacle that comes your way, you would overcome it. Okay? You would overcome. So that's passion. Then you say, I am positive. Being positive means that, how do I define positivity? Let's say you take a glass cup, then you fill the cup to half. So, you fill the cup to half, okay, with water. Now, you now have two people. One person is positive minded, the other one is negative minded. Now, how would they describe this cup? The negative minded person would define the cup or describe the cup as half empty. Okay? Whereas the positive minded person would describe the cup as half full. Now, the question I want to ask is half empty, half full. Who is right, who is wrong? The interesting thing is that they are both right. A cup filled with water to half is half full, and at the same time, it's also half empty. But what part of the cup do you focus on? That's what determines if a positive minded or a negative minded person. If you always see cups filled with water, if you always see half cup water as half empty, you won't do much in life. You will always be seeing the negative part. For example, look at COVID 19. How do you see COVID 19? Do you a positive uh, a negative person sees COVID 19 as a disease, an evil thing that has come to end the world, and something that is not letting him go out and fend for himself. In fact, you can count 20 negative things and attach it to COVID 19. But how would a positive person look at COVID 19? Personally, because I'm a positive person, okay, I'm an optimist. I look at COVID 19 as good. You're shocked, right? Just give me give me some time to explain myself. I see COVID 19 as a good thing to happen to us here in Nigeria. With COVID 19, for example, it has taught people, to bond better with their family. Some people avoid the crisis going on in their family. With the lockdown, they are forced now to cohabit together and solve their differences. With COVID 19, people now understand, in fact, especially the government, now know the state of the healthcare system in Nigeria. Okay? Excuse me. With COVID 19, people now are beginning to look for ways to make money from home, legitimately, by the way. Okay? So with COVID 19, people are now more, they've had time to think about the current job they have. So you mean after getting my degree, and then after doing my NYC, you mean I have been earning 30,000 per month for 3 years now? Reflections like that are positive. All I can see about the COVID 19 are positivity. And if you even look at it, so far that I read in the news, as at today's no, today's June 10 or 11, June 11, I guess. So far that I've read in the news, there have only been about 400 or so deaths since February that the pandemic hit Nigeria. 400 and so deaths. I want to ask you again, how many people have died of malaria between February and June this year? How many people have died of what's it called? How many people have died of accidents between February 20 and now? Definitely much more than 400. COVID 19 has not really taken as many lives that makes it so alarming. People die of hunger on a daily basis. People die of violence, community rifts on a daily, much more than the 400. Okay, that is how to look at things from a positive mindset. Look at your Upwork uh, journey or your freelance journey from a positive point. Every so-called negative thing has a positive part, has a lesson to learn. If you always look at it from the positive end, you would go far and succeed as a freelancer. And then finally, I am patient. Now, talking about patience, I want to define patience in a different way. Now, being patient with your Upwork journey or your freelance journey is actually, you know, waiting. Some people they start something today, and today they want to see profit. Someone buys a course today, in 3 days' time he wants his money back. Someone puts in and sets up a shop today, and then in a week's time he wants to start seeing profit. You need to be patient with the process, okay? You need to be patient with the process. Take your time. Don't rush. Take your time to go deep before you sprout up. Okay? Go deep. Go deep first before you sprout. So that when you meet storms, you have enough depth to withstand. Okay? So be patient. And then the number 5 affirmation is I make money, not excuses. Okay, so one of my mentors told me that you cannot make money and excuses at the same time. So it's either you're making money or you're making excuses. So every time you say, I don't have a laptop, then you're making excuses. Therefore, you cannot make money. Every time you are saying that this course is too expensive, yes, you are making excuses. Therefore, you can make money. Every time you are thinking, oh, the internet in my area is so poor, I can't do this business. Yes, you are making excuses, so you can't make money. Every time you are thinking, oh, my laptop just crashed, and then I don't know where to get money to fix it, you're making excuses, not money. For example, if you don't have a laptop, which is one of the critical equipments you need for this business, and you don't even have the 70, 80,000 or 50,000 to get either a new laptop or a fairly used laptop. You don't even have that, okay? Do you know that you are positive minded and you want to make money and not excuses? You can seek out your neighbor, you can seek out a friend, you can seek out a colleague, you can seek out a roommate, you can seek out all kinds of people who have laptops and strike a deal with them. You can tell one that you find who has a laptop, who is not, who is probably just watching movies on that laptop. You can say, okay, you know what? I have just signed up for this program. Can we go through this program together? And then I paid for it. You are supplying your laptop. So let's go through this program together. Let me start bidding for jobs. If I get a job, I give you a small cut. Do you see that? So with that, you'll be surprised that five people will be ready to submit their laptops. Okay, so no excuses. Okay, I make money, not excuses. Number six, I work smart, not hard. Now, in the days of our parents, they tell you to work hard. In fact, there is this statement, this song in Yoruba that says, "To bá kàwé rẹ, bàtà rẹ á dún kónkónká." What it means is that, if you work hard, you will be able to afford the things of life that will attract, that people will even envy you, okay? So, but that was then. That was then. Now, if you like, read all the books in the world, go to 10 universities. If you're not working smart, you will not make money. Okay? So now you need to work smart, not hard. How do you work? Now, every time you hit a roadblock, you ask questions. You come on the Telegram group and say, sir or coach, I'm having this issue. Can you sort it out for me? And then you get the solutions you need and go back and try again. So that's working smart. Working smart is making sure, like I said earlier, I'm repeating it for emphasis. You go on YouTube and watch videos pertaining to what you are. Maybe you are into graphic design, so you go on YouTube and watch videos on how to design for freelance success, like that. You work smart, not hard. So every time you are working hard, you're not working smart. You need to work smart. Working smart does not mean being lazy. Working smart is looking for the easier route to success. For example, let me explain what I mean by the difference between working smart and working hard. So let's say you have to carry a 50-liter jerry can. 50 liter, not 25, but that very big, 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 big jerry can. You have to carry a 50-liter jerry can of water from from for like one for like for a distance of like 200 meters. Okay, around like 200 meters. Now, two options are available to you. So working hard means using your hands to try to carry that 50-liter jerry can from here to 200 meters. Okay, and then while it's possible, by the time you take it 200 meters, you will sweat. You you have to sweat it out. You have to make like up to maybe 50 stops to rest and catch your breath before you get to your destination. How about working smart? Working smart is finding a wheelbarrow, putting this 50-liter jerrycan in the wheelbarrow, and in less than 10 minutes, you would have covered a distance of 200 meters. Now, which category do you belong to? You want to use your hands to carry a 50-liter jerrycan 200-meter distance, or you want to use a wheelbarrow, do the same and cover the same distance without sweating much in 10 minutes. Now, the wheelbarrow in that illustration is something called leverage. In the Upwork business or your freelance business, that leverage could be your coach. That leverage could be the videos you watch. That leverage could be the ebooks that you download and read. That leverage could be something you discover through research that can help you achieve better success. Okay, like for example, you know, like for example, um, to get on Upwork, to get your profile approved on Upwork by yourself takes forever. It takes forever. You probably will not even get it done ever. But by signing up with the academy, we got it done for you in 24 and 48 hours. That's working smart. Said already. So let's go to the final affirmation. The final affirmation says, I keep pushing until my success day comes. Let me take that again. I keep pushing until my success day comes. Whew. Now, let me tell you this. I have found over and over. In fact, a few days ago, my sister came to see me. She spent the weekend, and I was complaining bitterly to her. I told her, I said, look, why is it that young people think that they can achieve success overnight? Why do they feel that once they begin something today, they want to see results in 3 days? And isn't it true that the same youth go to school? Okay, let's even start from when they're trying to get admission. Isn't it true that those same youth spend about 2 3 years writing jam before maybe let's even start from WIAC now. Let's say they tried 2 or 3 times before they were able to get the five C's in the five required C's in their WIAC. Maybe they spend another 2 3 years writing jam before they could get the right score and the right admission. So let's say 2 plus 2, 4 years already. Isn't it true that they spend about 4 5 or 6 years, before they finish their study in the university? So that's 4 years plus another, let's say 5 years, that's 9 years. Isn't it true that they spend 1 year serving? Add 1 year to the mix, that's 10 years. Isn't it true that sometimes they go 1 year or 2 years before they get a job, where they get paid like 30,000 or 45,000 per month? Add that 1 or 2 years, about 12 years. Take stock. You listening to me right now, take stock of how many years let me not use the word waste. Wasted. How many years you've invested from when you wrote your WAEC to when you graduated from the uni, to when you even got a job paying you something. Let's assume it's about 10 to 12 years. You can spend 10 to 12 years studying, writing exams, studying and serving your country before getting a job. Pays you 30 or 40 or 50 or 60 or even 70,000 or even 100,000. And that amount of years waiting, but you cannot spend 30 days, you cannot spend 60 days, you cannot spend 90 days putting the work on a platform like Upwork or Fiverr until you hit. The question I have for you, if you belong to this category, is, are you okay? Are you okay at all? Success requires pushing. Success will not come overnight. Whoever is giving you those ideas of get rich quick schemes that okay, you put in the work today, tomorrow the money arrives, or in 30 days, you make money. All those MMM coaches that you have, all those wonder back coaches you've been listening to, or scammers, by the way, only going to compound your problem. Well, I put it to you this morning, depending on what time it is in your at the time at which you are watching this video. Look, you have to keep pushing until success day comes. And what do I mean by success day? Now, three people may sign up for this Upwork program, and the first person's success day, maybe 3 days after success day, in this case, can be your first job on Upwork, right? Mhm. So, three people may start the same day, and because they are applying for different jobs at different times and saying different things, in their proposal, the first person may achieve success day 3, the second person may achieve success day 30, the third person may achieve success day 90. What does that mean? There is a success day for everybody. Now, imagine that someone's success day is day 90, and at day 89, the person gives up and goes to do something else like mini importation, like affiliate marketing, like whatever else brings them money, like Wonder Bank, whatever. You know, Success day is day 90 and they gave up day 89. You know that that's a massive tragedy. So you say to yourself every time you wake up, I told you, place these affirmations everywhere you go so that when there's no way you cannot see it. Place it at the front of your door from the inside. Place it on your freezer, your fridge, or wherever, so that you, as you see it, you keep saying it to yourself. I keep pushing until my success day comes. So promise me that you will not give up on this journey until you hit success. Because for me, I'm not going to give up on you, except you give up on yourself. When you get to that point when you stop reaching out to me because you feel you've tried and then success is not coming, then I'll give up with you. But if you keep coming to me and saying, sir, how can I get this done? What else can I do? I will never give up on you. That's my promise to you. Okay? Thank you so much for listening up to this point. Let's do a run through of the 7 affirmations and then this is a wrap. Number one, I make money online legitimately. Number two, I learn the rules of the game before jumping in. Number three, I seek help from those more experienced and ahead of me. Number four, I am passionate, positive, and patient. Number five, I make money, not excuses. Number six, I work smart, not hard. Number seven, I keep pushing until my success day comes. Thank you so much for listening to me. See you on the end side.